42 degrees and raining. Pretty much miserable. Welcome back, y'all. It's late January in Florida. I guess you don't have to shovel rain, right? So we're gonna start pulling the floor out. Got the cap, I'm sorry, not the cap, the liner separated from the starboard side. The old chisels. Pretty easy, just wedge it in there and kind of work its way all the way up. Get the bond broke there. Start cutting strategically, and then break out the gantry to lift it out. Put it back there with the rear deck for now, and then I'll bring the truck around and load it all up and haul it all out. So that's the plan. Stay tuned. Alright, it was not much holding that on in the front there, so this is all disconnected here, loose, and loose here. So the only thing holding this floor and liner in now is the bonding putty that is on top of the stringers, which if any of you have dug into one of these boats, you know it's pretty much like concrete. So we'll see what we can do here. I might hook it up somehow, give it a little tug, and just see how good of a bond we got. May get lucky where they put the old or the new floor right on top of the existing floor. It may not be bonded too well, so I may be able to lift it at least loose and then you know, cut it up outside of the boat. We'll see. We'll start digging, start pulling, and see what we're working with. All right, let's see. Got a U-bolt from a trailer that I used in the previous videos. Drilled through the wood there. This is all loose. So I'm going to give this a little tug. See what it does. See what we can do. Go. right, so this whole front is loose, but it's kind of binding up right there behind the right at the base of the fish boxes. So I think what I'm going to do is loosen this up, and I'm going to cut down the liner. Pressure off that real quick. I think I'm going to cut right down across here and there, and should be able to lift that whole front piece out in one section. So we'll see. All right, went ahead and cut down the center of that floor there, separated into left and right, and rehooked the I-bolt, the U-bolt, excuse me, onto the right side, and go ahead and pull that piece out. I think I have figured out what is hanging these up. That drain way down there in the bottom of this fish box. We wiggle this whole thing. Let's see the fiberglass all moving around it. So that is definitely still attached. So it looks like that's the only thing holding these two guys in. So we'll do a little surgery on that, and hopefully that'll do it. All right, that did it. The fish box drain had a piece of PVC that it was tied to that runs through the stringer and into the bilge. So cut that, and it's loose. So now it's just a matter of getting this heavy ass thing out of here. All right, moving on back, we got the front piece and center boxes taken out. So let's work on to the rear section here. It's all loose. I believe it's loose and hooked up. So give it a little tug, see what we got. Last big piece coming out. This one took a little more doing. It was hanging on pretty well. We got some nasty 50-year-old foam down in there. Looks like the remnants of a mouse habitat. So who knows what we'll find when we get in there. Always an adventure. All right, now we're on to the tricky part. This rear transom cap. This part is loose, same on that side, but I have pulled one of these off of an AquaSport before, and it's so here's the transom, then you have another 2-inch, inch and a half piece there. I don't know if it's a 2x4, 2x6, 2x whatever that runs across there, that's glued to the transom, that this little cap wraps around. So there are some bolts already on the bottom. I hooked one and gave it a quick little tug, and it started to lift the entire hull up off the blocks that it's on. So that's obviously not going to work. So to see how we're going to go about this, I believe the best bet is going to be run along this seam here with the oscillating tool just to weaken it up. See if I can't bang a crowbar chisel down in there and break the bond off just a little bit, and then try and pry it up with the gantry. So that's where we're at. Rest of it's looking a mess, but we're getting there. All right, cut back the glass here. Yeah, it's just literally a, I don't know, piece of wood for 2x6. Who knows what they use, but it's coming apart now. Had some pieces in the corner. I think the glass is wrapped around it, which is what was holding it. So we'll cut some reliefs in those. And once that lets go, I should be able to hook it up and snatch the whole thing out. All right, I think I got it all cut loose. So let's see if we can pull it out now. Couple more little relief cuts, and she should come right out. That is it. We got a stripped out boat. So this is what we are left with. We have a mess. But floor is out, cap is off, transom cap's removed. Now I'm gonna clean all this out, start popping all that extra foam off that they use to secure the fuel tank. Remove the rat's nest out of here. Oh, remember that big old hole in the bottom of the boat? Yeah. Surprised it wasn't bigger. That stringer is cracked. So we'll get it all cleaned out, ground down, and then investigate. Delamination's expected. But these stringer systems are pretty stout. So, rebuilding the entire thing from scratch, it's a lot of work, a lot of money, and it's a lot of effort, a lot of time. So, not sure I'm going to go that route. I think it's salvageable, but won't make that call until it's totally ground out. It's all fiberglass. It can all be repaired and be better than new. So anyways, gonna wrap this up. Thanks again for watching. We next time you check in, this will all be cleaned out, and I'll probably do a little time lapse of the grinding, but that's not the that's not very entertaining. So I doubt anybody wants to watch that for more than about 30 seconds. So, all right, y'all, stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk soon.